biggest news, which I think we should touch on, is the whole Shroud leaving Twitch to go to Mixer. I feel like that's huge.
It's huge because you spend more time on Twitch than I do.
Okay, but I just mean huge in terms of the like gaming. Like
Yes,
it doesn't
no.
matter to me.
I agree. It's big. I'm not disagreeing. It's not big.
Because I don't watch a ton of Shroud solo. Mostly my exposure to Shroud is through when he plays with Dr. Disrespect. But Shroud is incredibly good at video games.
I used to watch a lot of Shroud content. Not like
him playing CSGO or other stuff.
No, I watched him when Apex was a thing. Just because he felt like the best Apex player out there.
He's so good at games.
Yeah. Like first-person shooter.
So it's funny.
Games.
It's funny that now you've been following CS:GO a little bit more, and now you understand it. It'd be funny for you to watch old clips because that's what he was a pro in, right?
Yes.
I've never seen him play. I've never watched a match of CS:GO in my life.
It's a big curve because I didn't know what was going on.
Oh, it's so complicated, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, there's like a game economy, right? I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, you buy. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on how you did the previous round, you get money.
Right. It's so funny that like things that have been around for so long, because in this podcast we brought up Catan and CS:GO, and those were two things that we played at Tom's house, like our friend Tom's house in high school. Like it's weird how long that stuff's been out for.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see Counter-Strike, I only think of him.
Sometimes I do think of like Tom's house.
Yeah.
If I drive down the street or, I think of Tom, which I don't know if Tom will ever hear this. I always thought that us three would be doing something together. Yeah. I've always kind of had that feeling that like Tom moved away for school. Like I keep in light contact with him. We've been trying to organize like drinks in the last few weeks there. So I haven't found a date yet. I was just kind of traveling. So, but anyways, every time I drive down the street, I think of his house and I think of the amazing mural that he had in his basement. Yep.
It's funny because it was like a nerdy one and it was like ahead of the curve. Like everything that he was into was ahead of the curve for us. Like we were behind on all that stuff.
Yeah, I remember him talking about CSGO. I remember, I feel like he would have been an amazing streamer, to be honest.
Yes.
The thing is, I remember like GTA, when we play games, he would always be the ones doing stuff and I would be just entertained just watching him. Like I didn't even want to play.
Wasn't his gamer tag bum in your face?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. It sounds familiar.
Bum in your face.
Yeah, video games was a big part of my childhood,
Yeah, it's funny that some of my favorite gaming memories still was when we used to do Halo LAN parties.
Yeah. No.
Those were fun. We missed a lot of school doing those. Probably wasn't the smartest idea.
I don't know why video games kind of gotten away from me. Like I still enjoy them, but I think it's again the sense of grouping or hangouts. Like I would never really play by myself. I would always play with people. And I guess at the time, when you're in school, the most interesting things are video games. So that's what we kind of gravitate towards, where all our friends are playing it. So I'm going to play it. And then I obviously enjoyed playing video games. I could still probably play a video game now if I had friends that like played video games with. But I guess nowadays it takes a little bit more. Video games have shifted away from kind of like LAN parties.
Yeah, it's all
online. Hence what we're doing, right?
Right. Well, it sucks. Sorry. Go on.
Oh yeah, no. It's just a shift. That's all it is. Yeah, where board games is kind of like back in the Stone Age for me, right?
Right. I wish that I could get you into games more because it's funny. I'm like really on the fence. Like I cannot believe that I want to buy it, but like I really want the new Call of Duty. It really reminds me because it's like the old one, right?
Yep.
And like I really want to play.
I've seen a lot of trailers for it, so it's pushing hard.
Well, I watched 24 hours of the doc playing it.
Wow. Is it good though? Like, you've never played it? It just looks good, right?
Well, I played a lot of the beta.
Okay.
It's fun. I suck so bad at games, but I don't know.
Would you consider yourself an above average gamer though? Like an above average FPS?
No, not for shooters. Below. Okay. Well, probably below average
Because I
to
think that
average
that
at
also
best.
plays into if you enjoy video games. So I feel like I enjoyed video games more when I was above average.
But you could get above average again if you tried. The problem
Um,
is you've been playing on the PC, so obviously you're going to get wrecked if your experiences with the controller.
yeah.
And that's why the new Call of Duty, by the way, it matches you by your input, not your system. So if you play on PC with a controller, which yes, I know is blasphemous, but we played with consoles our whole life. So if you played on PC, you only get matched up with other people who are using controllers. So
Cross-platform is a
Xbox,
thing now, though, right? It
yeah,
wasn't
but
really before.
cross platform, but matching by input was not. Like, remember we used to play, like, if we played PUBG or Fortnite,
Okay.
if we were on PC and our friend was on console, it would make we would only play against people on PC
Yes.
because you don't want an advantage. I think they might have changed that though. I think it matches you by input, but the problem is
It
like let's
depends on
say
the
we
game, I think, too.
well it does, but also like let's say we play like our friend Chucky that we play with a lot, who should probably come on this podcast one time. If we play with Chucky, he plays with a mouse and keyboard, so we would have to play only people playing with mouse and keyboards. And the thing is, they'll destroy us.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the thing. But yeah, so with this one, I'm like debating trying to get good again with the new one. I don't know. Maybe it has a cool mode. I like the 2v2, and it's like with no respawns. So it's
Yeah.
just like, let's say me and you played, it's me and you versus someone else. As soon as the other team's eliminated, that's it. Like that is fun to me.
So what I've noticed about video games compared to board games is the kind of point of entry, right? Where I only have to spend a little bit. Well, one person spends money on board games, where I feel like you have to buy rigs and like systems and stuff like that. You mean like it seems like a lot more. Maybe that's why a lot of my friends aren't as into it. I guess we're into adulthood now too, where like kids and relationships and stuff like that are a bit more, on the priority list.
It's just funny that you're sitting in a room right now that has two high powered gaming PCs beside each other and you don't play games.
I have no kids though.
True.
Kind of helps. But you mean like where, a lot of my friends now, it's just like the point of entry would be a little harder, right? Like if I were to like myself, like I would go and buy Modern Warfare right now if I had 4 other people or 3 other people to come
I
join on.
wish you would. I want you to get it so bad. I honestly want it so bad.
I know.
I
But
might get it tonight.
we should go together. No, I was kidding.
Well, you just download games. You don't go to the store.
Oh, see, I also like the journey.
I
You know
do
me.
not. Do you want
Yeah.
to know a quick story about the journey? So again, we are from a small town, and back in the day when you had to buy games from the store, the only store you could buy it from in our town is Walmart. There's one place where you could buy it. Our high school, was within walking distance of Walmart. Like, how long would you say? 25 minutes, maybe?
Yeah. Yes.
I remember when Gears of War 1 came out. I was like, at lunchtime, I'm getting Gears of War. Like, it was the most hyped game ever. And in front of me was, remember Nathan? That he
Yes.
was like,
Yes.
he's
yes,
super
yes.
into games. I think, in
Yes.
fact, he actually used to get stuff sent to him from Microsoft. Like, he was not a pro gamer, but he was very into games.
Yes.
And he was walking ahead of me. And I remember us like speed walking, like if you get the last copy, I'll murder you. Like we're basically like running to Walmart to try to get that one. And I also remember the maddest I've ever been in my whole life was the day that NHL, I don't know, like '09 came out. And those used to be my favorite games every year. That was the best. And Walmart didn't have it on the day of release. And I was so mad.
I'd be
And
upset too.
it's funny that my brother still brings it up. He's like, remember that time you couldn't get NHL? I'm like, don't talk about it. Because I don't get mad. Like I'm the chillest person, right?
Mm.
I don't get mad. What are you talking about? I never get mad.
You never get mad. You're right.
I
You are
never
correct.
get mad.
Yeah, you get a little frustrated at times though.
Yeah, it's funny. Also, a callback is speaking of Call of Duty, because this one's called Modern Warfare, and Modern Warfare was the one, like the amazing one back in the day. And I remember playing that one online. One time I got killed and I threw change. And my brother still brings it up too. And when you
I'm not
threw
mad.
change,
Hashtag not mad.
I threw change and it like hit the side of the oven. Made
So
a really loud noise.
I've never gotten to that point where I threw stuff ever.
I was like 16 for the record.
People never
I'm
change.
a little
man.
bit more chill now.
People never change. You want to
I wanna
segue
say
just
something-
real? Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? I just don't
I just
want to
wanna
go off
talk
video
about-
games yet.
Yeah. Okay. Because I just wanted to talk about something else real quick.
Okay,
But
well,
it's
before we switch off video games, have you seen
yeah.
the rumors about Overwatch 2?
No.
Yeah.
What?
So it's I think it's strange if that's what happens, but apparently, so it was ESPN who reported it, which is funny that that's how much esports are a thing because it was ESPN who got the scoop. But apparently, they had like leaked info on Overwatch 2. But like, I mean, I guess obviously that was going to happen. I feel like it's early still,
Mhm.
but there was just a lot of like apparently it's going to have a full like story mode and also have a lot of PVE stuff, so like co-op stuff, which I'm into,
What's PvE? Sorry.
like against like
Oh,
what is it,
bots.
player versus enemy? Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
against, so like horde mode on
Oh, that's
gears.
so cool.
I would be into that, but it just feels,
I like Overwatch. I like everything about it. It
yeah, I
should be
suck at it.
probably on my like if I were to play a game now, if I were to be like a pro player, I feel like that would be my game, right?
Right,
It's
because
team based.
Halo was your,
Yeah, it's team based. Like it can only be team based. It has like kind of specialties for characters like superheroes to some degree, right? And it's a bit competitive. I feel like
that's
everything
true.
about everything and the style of it is a little more cartoony than real life. Everything
True.
about that game screams Hue, right? Everything.
True. You know what my pitch to you is? This is my pitch to you
Okay.
for Call of Duty.
Okay,
But
go.
I know, but I'm just saying this is
Over
my pitch.
what I just said about Overwatch. I'm
Well,
excited
you're not
to
going to play Overwatch now. You have no one to play with. Everyone's off of it now.
I know.
This is my pitch for Call of Duty, though.
Overwatch 2.
Well,
Okay,
I'll
go.
play that with you, but listen to this. So I think that we should practice now to get decent in shooting again. Now that we can use controllers, because you bought a controller, I got a new controller.
Yeah.
Get decent using this game because it actually seems fun. And then early next year, Halo comes out, and
No.
that's going to be
Not
the
sold.
game.
You haven't sold me yet.
You That was your game, and the new one's going to be the
Gears is
thing.
more my game.
More than Halo?
Yes.
Really?
I was way better at Gears too, by the way. But those
Yeah,
are again childhood things, right? Like it's just
true.
who it is, how it is.
I think that's bringing back up the Mixer thing. Definitely Mixer or Microsoft getting these people to Mixer, Shroud and Ninja, and there will be more. It's definitely a play for Halo. 100% it is. The day Halo drops, they're going to be streaming it exclusively. For sure.
Yeah.
Because Ninja was a Halo pro. That's where he's from.
Mm.
He just got lucky that Fortnite got big.
Yep.
And then
He's got lucky because
Shroud,
Drake played with him. That's how he got
he was
lucky.
famous a bit before that. But if Fortnite was half as popular, he would not be popular.
I guess so.
Like whenever they were playing PUBG and he was like tagging along on the doctor streams, no one cared about Ninja. And then Fortnite got huge and it was like, which is fine. My thoughts of him have changed, even though I don't watch his stuff ever. I don't really like him. I have nothing against him anymore. I've changed my opinion.
Okay.
But the thing is with Mixer, I actually want Mixer to do well because have you ever logged on? No, you don't really watch streams.
I've never logged on to Mixer, no.
It runs 1,000 times better than Twitch.
I've heard that.
Twitch runs like crap, but maybe it's because it's not popular. Maybe if everyone moved to Mixer, maybe Mixer would suck. But
It's about a competitiveness, right? Like you need healthy competition to make something better. And for a long time,
true.
Twitch didn't have that.
Yeah, and apparently, because Twitch is owned by Amazon, apparently Amazon is going to start flexing their muscles more. Did you hear like they're probably going to start doing? Do you hear about like the watch parties?
No.
They might start letting, now obviously it's probably just going to be partnered streamers, but
Yep.
they might start letting partnered streamers watch Amazon Prime content on their channel. So like you could watch Jack Ryan with Ninja. Well, I know he's not on Twitch, but you know what I mean? Like
That's so cool.
that's powerful because they own a lot and they have a lot of money. They should be using their power, right?
Yeah, no, I agree.
I just find that Twitch runs like crap. Like Twitch is one of the only websites where my internet, I have gigabit internet. It should have 1,000 download. Trying to watch a stream, quite often it buffers down to 720 or lower. Like it runs like crap. I find it only runs well on phones on like LTE and then you'll eat through your data. Like, I don't know. Twitch runs like crap.
Again, I think that's going to change.
Oh,
I also,
because
of the whole Mixer thing. Before we kind of drop off this, I kind of want to put my 2 cents on about Mixer. I feel like the people that have made a living on Twitch, if they haven't been signed to something yet, they're kind of stuck, a rock and a hard place because like, do they like Dr. Disrespect, right?
Yeah.
Does he sit there and wait out if Mixer signs him? And as of very moment, he's not signed anything, right?
Well, what do you mean? He's a Twitch partner.
He's a Twitch partner, but you mean like so like the subs thing, but like from what I've gotten, Mixer, has like yearly amounts or something like that, right? You get paid a yearly thing.
Well, you
Um
get paid also for your ad content
yeah.
on
Yeah.
Twitch. It's the same thing.
Yes. But you mean like, but Shroud was also a partner on Twitch though, like exclusivity kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where like Doctor Disrespect will never just leave Twitch to go to Mixer,
Well, yeah,
right?
he
Does
said
he do the waiting game or like I don't know?
well, no, he doesn't want to go there. He brought it up. He says he was the first person approached, and he said no
Oh,
because it's not worth it. The thing is for Ninja, I at first I just thought, oh, they paid him a bunch of money, and now he's because it's technically not public. He's saying it's less than you think, but and now I agree. It's because on Twitch he had way too many restrictions on what he was allowed to do
okay.
because he is more mainstream, right? And on
But
Mixer, he's allowed to do whatever, like a lot more deals. And it's even true, like the amount of time he's online now is way less because he gets that guaranteed salary regardless.
hmm.
So he must have like a minimum amount because he's been traveling nonstop. Like he was on The Masked Singer.
But
Like
I
it's
mean
just fun.
like what I mean by that is like why would someone like Shroud go? I think Shroud was if not the top streamer on Twitch. I would consider him the top streamer on Twitch.
I don't
Right?
know what his numbers are. Everything ebbs and flows with what game's popular, right? Because like when the last like 2 months, World of Warcraft has been the most popular game, and I don't think he plays that.
Yeah, I guess
So
so.
it just depends what is popular. When a shooter comes out, the good players are going to be the top, right?
Yeah.
And now with Fortnite Season 2 coming out, I'm assuming the Fortnite guys are back at the top.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
I
yeah,
mean
no,
like this is
obviously,
with no knowledge of like their contracts or any of that, right? I just kind of like from someone on the outside kind of looking in, I thought that, you know, Shroud was the top streamer. And then for
he's
him to
definitely up there. It's a
yeah.
big get for them to get him.
Yeah. So for him to get him, it's just like they must have threw lots of money at him, right? Because
Probably.
you have to. That's what I'm trying to say. Like it's not like Shroud would have never just left Twitch to go to Mixer for kicks and giggles, right? Like
Well, no, because
he had to have made a financially smart decision to go to that. He felt like it made more money from because like really you have to make money to go somewhere, right? Like you're not going to just
well,
leave.
well, that's the difference is that because Mixer doesn't have anyone watching,
Yeah.
you need to be paid up front
Yes.
because
And that's
there's no
that's what I'm saying. That's the dilemma for people like, Dr. Disrespect. I know you said it already, but like other Twitch streamers,
yeah.
right?
I also don't know if that's true that he was the first one approached. Like, obviously, he's in a character. You have to
Mhm.
take it with a grain of salt, right? Like,
Yeah.
maybe they didn't approach him because he is controversial. Maybe Microsoft doesn't want to touch that. Although I feel like Microsoft is more willing to take more adult themed ones because, like, Microsoft is less wholesome than Amazon. I feel like Amazon is more trying to, like, you know what? They don't want controversy either.
Yep.
There will be others. Actually, a third guy did sign, but I forget his name and he's not as famous. They did get a third one too.
For Mixer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to be making moves, but I think that it's mostly going to be FPS players and it's a push for Halo because they have a lot of money behind that new Halo and the new Xbox. So I would not be surprised if the new Halo is like guaranteed day one or before day one, Ninja will be playing. I know that's why they signed him. And
Real
probably
cool.
Shroud.
Yeah. So sorry, one last thing before we switch for Sherzies. I just found out like an inspirational story with like Twitch. There is a deaf streamer. Her name is Ewok. I just found out about her today. I think she's amazing. By the way, she's deaf. She's a female, and to have like someone have that much spotlight. I know that like our female streamers, but like I feel like female streamers always have like a negative kind of like even us like kind of like newer streamer people, they're like, oh, girls will get more if they show more skin and stuff like that. Like this chick is just legit good and she's deaf, which is even amazing. Like it's like an inspirational story. So it was kind of like my pick me up for the day. I was like, oh, good for you. She's 14 years old too. And
Jeez.
she's signed to Phase, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I know. Good for her.
I'll check her out.
Yeah.
I really do like streaming. I love all that stuff. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. I'll check her out for sure.
Yeah.
I like that girl. What was the one that does the piano? People say give recommendations and then she plays the like theme songs or
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't remember, but
Forget her name.
she
She's
played Into the
great.
Fire or something like that, or I'm not
Plays
sure
a
that.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
she's
I
amazing
also
too.
like, you know what else is a really funny? I feel like this would have been huge back in the day, like when we played these, but do you ever hear of French Stallion?
No.
He plays like, I think it's Rocksmith. I don't know. It's like the guitar game, but it's like he plays guitar. Like it's not like when we played Guitar Hero and there was
Yeah.
4 buttons. It's like a real guitar. I think it's called Rocksmith. And his whole stream, he just plays that game. But it's like very entertaining. You're just watching a dude play guitar and it's really funny. He's really good.